Good morning, my enthusiastic learners. Welcome back to yet another session of fractions. I'm Anupama ma'am and I teach at Sanskriti School. I'm already getting a feedback from your parents that you're getting expert in fractions. Let's learn something new today. Activity 10. Adding fractions. Children, before we begin, take a look at the instructions. We request you to kindly keep a notebook and take notes wherever it's required. These are the answers to the activity that was shared in session 9. This is part 2 of your answers. Let's begin our session today with a recap, and this time it's going to be a rapid fire question round. Question number 1. If a whole is divided into 6 equal parts, then the size of each part is tick tick 1, tick tick 2, and it's 1/6. That's right. Second question, if the fraction is 1/9, then the total parts in that object is 9. Remember, the denominator indicates the total number of equal parts in that object. Third question, if a whole is divided into 5 parts, then the size of 2 such parts is 2/1/5, or we write the fraction as 2/5. Very well done, children. Adding fractions. Let's understand the need to add fractions with a real life situation. Your mom bought a chocolate bar for you. Look at the image. The bar is divided into 10 equal parts. So the size of each part is 1/10. This is something you already know. And the fraction is written as 1/10. The fraction of each part, each slice of this bar is written as 1/10. Now, let's assume that Reena, you are Reena, and you take 2 1/10s, which is 2/10. And Sandeep, let's say he's your brother, and he takes 5 1/10s, 5/10 of the chocolate bar. Now the question is, both of them decide to give it to a hungry man they come across. How much of the chocolate bar will the hungry man get? These are the 2 slices that Reena has taken, 2/10. These are the 5 parts of the whole 10 which Sandeep has taken, 5/10. So can you tell me what is the total parts? That's right, it's 7 altogether, 7, and the fraction is 7/10 because our bar under consideration has 10 equal parts. So the hungry man gets 7/1/10, 7/10. Mathematically, we can write it as 2/10 plus 5/10 is equal to 7/10. This is called addition of 2 fractions. Yes, as always, there is an important instruction that you must remember. To get the sum, we just add the numerators and we do not touch the denominator because the size of each part remains unchanged. Let's now see another situation. This time, the shopkeeper decides to sell individual pieces of the bar. You see your bar here, which has 10 total parts. So this time, let's assume that he wants to break it into pieces and wrap it with a beautiful color paper, and he wants to sell it. So these are your individual slices. The first customer buys 5 pieces. The second customer buys 3 pieces. And your third customer buys 7 pieces. So we have to figure out how many total bars of chocolate did the shopkeeper sell. There are in all 10 parts of one bar. So the size of each part is 1/10. Children, always begin solving a problem with something that you already know. This is something you already know. The size of each part is 1/10. The first customer buys 5 pieces. So the size is 5/1/10, which is 5/10 of the bar. The second customer buys 3 pieces. So the size is 3/10 of the bar. The third customer buys 7 pieces. So the size is 7/1/10, 7/10 of the bar. Therefore, the total chocolate sold by the shopkeeper is 15/10 of the bar. Children, 15/10 is an improper fraction because the numerator is greater than the denominator, and the numerator 15 clearly indicates that the shopkeeper must have sold more than one chocolate bar because 10 is your parts which make one whole. This is how we add fractions mathematically. Let's understand the same problem graphically. These are your 5/10, 5/1/10 part plus your 3/1/10 that the second customer had bought. This is your 7/1/10 which your third customer had bought. So clearly the total is 15/10. Now here I have grouped 10 individual parts into one to show you that this makes one whole, and there are 5 from the other bar, 5 parts taken from another whole bar. So 15/10 is your answer, and it can be written in mixed form as one whole and 5/10. Let's consider yet another example. Your mom gave you oranges to eat as they are good for building immunity. The oranges is sliced into 4 equal parts, as you can see in the picture. The size of each slice is 1/4, is it not? Now, you had 4/1/4 for breakfast. The fraction is 4/4, and 4/4 is one whole. You had one whole orange for breakfast. After lunch, you could have 3/1/4, which is 3/4. In the evening, you had 2/1/4, which is written as 2/4. Now tell me, how many oranges did you eat in all? The numerators are 4, 3 and 2. If you add this, clearly it's more than 4. So which means you should have eaten more than one orange. Let's start by finding total slices you ate. You ate 9/1/4 slices, and we got it by adding the fractions. 4/4, 3/4, 2/4. It equals 9/4. 9 is a number which is greater than 4. Let's use this picture. 4 slices make one whole. The other 4 slices make another whole. So one whole plus one whole is 2 wholes, which has 8 slices, and one individual slice from the other orange, 9/1/4, can be written as 2 1/4. All right, now a twist in the story. Look at the 2 cakes. Are both divided into 4 equal parts? Yes, they are. Can we say the size of each part of both these cakes are 1/4? Yes. But as you can see from the image, the 1/4 of the first cake is not equal to the size of 1/4 of the second cake. If you ate one part from the first cake and another part from the second cake, can we add the fractions together? No, we cannot add, as a whole number that we are considering are not identical. Children, always remember for fractions, you must always consider identical objects, objects that are similar in size and shape. Practice activity for adding fractions. There are 4 questions for you. You may solve it at your own pace. I hope you understood how to add fractions. Meet you next time. Thank you and bye-bye.